It's time for a new episode of The Record Prophet, where I take my Spotify musical playlist that is jam-packed with bands from the Pacific Northwest, hit shuffle play, and then use the lyrics to bring you a message. Now get ready for a mystical musical experience by taking a moment to get yourself centered and take a nice deep breath. Now, choose song number 1 or song number 2. And we will start with rolling our first die. All right, for song number 1, I will hit shuffle play and skip one song. That lands us on Stephanie Ann Johnson from Tacoma, Washington. Go take a listen to Busted Blues, and then meet me back here to go over the lyrics and messages that I got. It starts off with, "Ain't this a pickle, ain't this just swell? You make me sick, sweet baby, and I can't get well." Ooh, this is that delicious, dizzying feeling of wanting someone, of being lovesick or falling in love. They make you feel so good, but you just can't stop thinking about them. You just don't even know who you are anymore because you are so distracted by this phenomenal creature who has captivated your heart. Cupid has taken aim. Shots fired. Next lyrics. "When I blink my eyelashes at you, baby, I want you to understand. Shave my legs, put on my perfume, do my little when I walk in the room." I couldn't quite figure out those lyrics, but it still sounded sassy, so I think you're feeling flirty and confident, and you have their attention. "I might get a little strange, baby, can't you tell?" You connect on unique levels. You share the same weird likes and dislikes, and you feel like you can really be yourself around them. And finally, on a side note, the lyrics, "And no doctor and no nurse can make me better, they just make me worse." So a little different message I got here. Someone listening may have had a recent medical situation where your doctor wasn't really able to help much, or you feel like they didn't really listen to you, or they maybe even made the situation worse somehow. I get the feeling that you intuitively knew what the actual problem was, but you followed the doctor's advice instead of your own knowing, and it maybe didn't work out the way you had hoped. And now it's time for our next roll for song number 2. But first, a word from our sponsor. The Weekly Volcano is Tacoma's free arts, entertainment, local business, and events calendar newspaper. Its mission is to serve the community by highlighting all things local to the Puget Sound. If you enjoy this content, please consider making a donation to their Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign. And this time we will skip 7 songs from where we left off.
What's up, world? It's your boy Yag Nasty, that Nilla. Here's a messenger to tell you that, the days do get brighter, but you have to travel through the darkness to get to the light.
And we landed on My Chakras by Yak Nasty That Nilla. Yak Nasty That Nilla is a rapper out of Seattle, Washington.
Align with all of my energy, tapped into all of my memories. How I'm feeling it so heavenly, singing these angelic melodies. I'm aligning all of my chakras, aligning all of my chakras, aligning all of my chakras. I'm aligning all of my chakras.
Ooh, Ooh, baby, you are getting your shit together on a whole other level. So Yak Nasty starts out by introducing himself on this track, and then he goes on to say that he is here as a messenger to tell you the days do get brighter, but you have to travel through the darkness to get to the light. So let's just say you've been through it. You have come through the darkness with a better understanding of yourself. You are stronger, you are wiser, you are healing, you know who you are, what you want, and are now aligned with a higher version of yourself. You've leveled up, babe. Good job. Next lyrics. I'm aligning all of my chakras. Wings up and I gotcha. Open up my vessel, living out these mantras, God conscious in the process of releasing all my monsters, leaving behind all this nonsense. And there are a lot more messages like this in these lyrics. So you might be getting into different kinds of energy healing, self-care practices, spiritual growth, meditations, mindfulness, affirmations, breath work, yoga, and even shadow work is all on the menu. Healing past traumas and releasing that past in order to bring in a newer version of self. You are making your peace and inner balance a priority. You are feeling more empowered, more hopeful, and more in tune than you ever have before. You may be seeing signs and synchronicities everywhere. You are feeling more aware and more clear of your path while you begin to see your manifestations come into light. But interestingly enough, some of those lyrics actually made me think of the last song we just went over. And those lyrics are, fuck your doctors and the medication. We don't have to take them. They treat us like shit, but it's time to awaken. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to your doctor. But I am saying that there seems to be a growing consensus of people that are not happy with their medical care. And considering that this sort of theme came up in both of these songs 2 times, I think it's probably wise that if you are facing any sort of current medical decision, that you get a second opinion, maybe even a third or a fourth opinion. Make sure and do plenty of research so that you can ask educated questions and advocate for yourself. And then be willing to make whatever healthy lifestyle changes that you can in whatever areas that you can. All right, that is it for today. Make sure to follow The Record Prophet and The Weekly Volcano on all of your favorite social media platforms. Like and comment so that more people can be exposed to our awesome music scene. And you can follow the local PNW Spotify playlist so that our local artists get more plays and more exposure. And you can follow the and there are a lot more. Fuck. Like and comment so that more people like and comment. Why can't I say comment?